is just a silly one to get us started. There's so many nouns in George R.R. Martin and FromSoft's Elden Ring.
I keep forgetting that he's fucking like a part of that game, because I remember when that was announced, that was like such like a big thing for that game. Oh my god, like George R.R. Martin.
I sincerely think it's why the game was so popular.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, I know it was going to sell millions and millions, but I think it's why it was so popular.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because that was a big part of the like years long hype. So yes, but this award is going to go to Best Elden Ring Noun. We've got 3 each. We'll bring in our 3 and then try and figure out which ones are our favorite from the ones we've brought in.
Yeah.
Jeremy, I'd like you to start.
Cool. I might just should we say all 3 or how do you want to do it?
I was gonna say one, then one, then one, then one, then one, then one.
All right, cool. All right. My number one. Well, one of my these are not in any particular order.
The first one.
Yeah. Is I like the noun full grown.
Full grown.
Full grown. I think that's really funny. As a it's a prefix to a bunch of characters. But there's full grown falling star beast, for example.
Oh yes.
But just full grown as a thing that you want to talk about a character about. I think that's really good. Full grown.
That's fair enough.
Full hyphen grown.
You say that like that, and I'm like, I don't know. That seems like a pretty just like English word,
But if you were to you could include it to many things, right? If you wanted to write, full grown mace or something.
Yeah, that's true. And it also
full grown bloody finger.
It also makes me think of like that sort of cycle of gestation, you know what I mean? Of like creatures growing.
Yeah.
They've got their baby creatures and they've got their full grown creatures. That makes sense.
Yeah.
The first one I wrote down on my list is a character name.
Yeah.
Which I remember seeing the first time when I was trying to figure out a certain side quest.
Mm-hmm.
And the name is Blackguard Big Boggart.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah. That is quite good. That is quite good.
Like, it's not really anything that special.
Yeah.
But when I saw it the first time, it captivated me a little bit. I just saw it, I was like, Blackguard Big Boggart. Do I call you Boggart? Do I call you Big Boggart?
Yeah,
do I call you
right.
Blackguard?
Yeah, right. That's good alliteration on that one.
Yeah, it is good alliteration.
Because you got the 3 B's, right? But you've also got a BG and then B and then B with a little mini G in between.
Blackguard Big Boggart.
Yeah.
It's he's this guy who's really smarmy. He like steals something. That's when you find him the first time. You're like, hey, can I get this thing back that you stole? And he's like, yeah, if you give me like 3,000 runes or like 1,000 runes or something, and you do, he's like, all right, fair enough. Do you want some shrimp? I'm like, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll buy some shrimp.
Yeah.
He's a ruffian, but like he pretty quickly turns into just like, oh yeah, you're tarnished. You're not so bad.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
My next one is Magma Whip Candlestick. I think that's really fun. I think there's a good little rhyming going along with that one. I have if you had asked me to describe a magma whip candlestick, I don't really know what I would draw, let alone describe.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things that could be, and I don't know what they are at all. But I think that's a good series of nouns.
Yep. I have heard of this. It's like there's not that many whips in the game.
No,
and this is one of the few ones that is like elemental and is like special and interesting. This is a fire whip. But
fun.
Why it would be that you look at it, it really just does look like a candlestick. Why is this a whip?
Yeah, right. That's fun.
Rewarded by patches.
Ah, of course. Old mate.
Don't you know?
All right.
My second one on this list is an optional boss in one of the very difficult areas in crumbling Farum Azula.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Dragon Lord Placidusax.
Okay, you're going to have to spell that one for me.
If you need me to spell that out, that's fine. So Dragon Lord, one word, and then Placi.
Oh,
DU.
Placidu.
S-A-X. Placidusax.
I'll be honest,
Or
Kerry.
Placidusax.
I'll be honest, Kerry. I don't think that's a very good noun.
What do you mean that's not a good noun?
We'll deliberate on it, but I'm not a fan of the noun Placidusax.
It's a name. What's wrong with that?
Don't think it's a good one.
You don't think it's good?
I don't think that's a good name.
That's so funny.
I don't know what that.
What?
I don't know what that means.
It doesn't mean anything. It's a name.
Yeah, I know. No, I know.
That's another one. When I saw the health boss bar, I was like, "What does that say?"
Yeah. Yeah.
I close my eyes and squint.
Yes. All right. My final one.
Mm-hmm.
Sight of Grace.
Okay.
I think that works so thematically.
Mm.
What?
I'd like to. No, I finish your reasoning. I have a rebuttal, but I'd like you to continue.
Okay.
I'd like to hear your.
I think thematically it works really well. You know, it is the bonfire, right? It is the light in the Dark Souls is a bonfire. In this,
But in Elden Ring, which is all about the grace of the Erd Tree,
but also like peace, right? Being able to sit and be safe, be comfortable, not be attacked.
Yeah.
Safe spaces in a world of hell. I think it being a place of grace works very well.
I think that's fair. I think the noun is quite ordinary in terms of its nounness.
On
But
its
the
own,
places
sure.
are quite nice.
Sure, on its own, yeah. But I think thematically, I quite like that as a thing. But you're right.
Okay.
As a noun, it's pretty plain.
I've got my most plain option here is my third pick.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one based on my character and what I had and sort of like the first thing we saw when the beta came out. My third pick here is Land Octopus.
Land Octopus was on my short list. Land Octopus was on my short list.
I remember Land Octopus not only because it's one of the first enemies you find in Limgrave, and it's fucking strange. I remember you sent me that tweet when the beta was happening or the closed beta, and it was like, oh wow, they just put Bloodborne in this, and it's just this massive tentacles. It's like if you got Tangela, the Pokemon, and turned it into like a Bloodborne or Elden Ring monster, this is exactly what it would be.
So they have almost those exact things in Bloodborne, which is why I brought it up. When you go to the forest in Bloodborne, there are masses of snakes that look like that.
They're like snake bundles.
Snake balls. Yeah, they are just writhing, multi-headed, big just spheres of serpent, which is quite cool.
I also have a particular fondness for the Land Octopus because I got a pretty rare helmet from defeating one of the Land Octopuses, which is a Land Octopus head on my PC save. And then I had to go to the Xbox save and I had to get it again. And it took me like an hour of grinding, but I got it. And you better believe that I was wearing that helmet in every video that I put up for the walkthrough on IGN, which was so funny when the Game of the Year video came out this year and they were filling it with walkthrough content. And I'm like, here's my footage pre-Land Octopus. Here's my footage post-Land Octopus.
That's very good.
It's so funny.
All right, let's whittle this down a little bit.
Definitely.
I want to get rid of Dragon Lord this one.
Can I ask why you don't like it?
I think just because Placid, whatever, is it's just a name, right? It's just like Paarthurnax in Skyrim. Like I like okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I like it from like a nerdy kind of word perspective. It's just like, look at these syllables go together.
Yeah, it's a fun like phonetic word, but as a noun, it's not really doing a whole lot for me.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I'll concede. I take umbrage with Sight of Grace.
Okay.
especially because you refused to call it that when you were actually playing the game.
Well, yeah, I was calling it everything but. I mean, to be fair,
Everything but a side of grace. You explicitly refused to call it a side of grace.
Yeah. I also refuse to call every noun in Elden Ring what they are actually called.
Yeah.
even words that I was like, what's the like for a while I thought that the system was called damage negotiation because I wasn't reading negation correctly.
That's funny.
I think I'm gonna get rid of land octopus. It's good.
Oh, okay.
But it's
okay.
it's two regular words.
I understand. I feel quite similarly with full grown, if I'm being honest.
All right. We're in the
like you could say that to me and I won't think of Elden Ring.
Yeah. Sure.
So that leaves us with Blackguard, Big Boggart, and Magma Whip Candlestick.
They're both good.
They're really good. They've got the alliteration. They're quite singular. They're quite unique.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where are you leaning, Jeremy?
I could go either way. I'm really happy with either of them, honestly. I think Blackguard, Big Boggart. I don't particularly know what a Big Boggart is.
No.
Is it like Humphrey?
I think it's literally his name.
Bogart.
Well, it's 2 G's. It's 2 G's.
Oh, sorry, 2 G's. Boggart. Right.
Boggart.
Magma Whip Candlestick, I think, is fun. It's like a nursery rhyme. It's Jack jumped over the Magma Whip Candlestick, right? But like
exactly.
I think I might prefer that over Blackguard, Big Bogart, only because Blackguard sounds quite regular Dark Souls. Big Bogart is good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's a candlestick, though?
Well, how often?
I couldn't look at that name and tell you it was a weapon.
Yeah, how good. Look, if you want the best Elden Ring noun to be Blackguard, Big Bogart, Big Boggart, I will not complain. I'm happy to give it.
I think I am going to stump for it. I think because I want something in here that is like unique to Elden Ring.
Sure.
Like I could separate magma and whip and candlestick as words, and they'd all just be words.
Sure.
And I like this because it's just that it's got that Elden Ring flavor.
There we go.
Congratulations, Blackguard, Big Boggart. You win the award for Best Elden Ring Noun 2022.
Yeah.
All right. So
up next.
Next.